Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I'm going to keep going with my little notes right here. I've really enjoyed using my tablet here to make some new videos. I'm not having to edit anything or anything like that. And y'all, and just so you know, it does not take perfection. Matter of fact, I had gotten to the point years ago that when I was editing videos, it would take me 4 hours, 3 hours sometimes just to edit a video. And unless it's going into a sales funnel or something, and I just wanted to make it a perfect kind of video, I had people contact me telling me that it was intimidating to them because they didn't feel like they could do it. So, in a way, I learned that perfection can intimidate people to where they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, shooting yourself in the foot. So, other than my son having somebody knock on the door, one of his buddies or something like that, or maybe me sneezing or something crazy like that, that would be about the only editing I did. So, just let you know, over the years, people can relate to you when there's things taking place in a video. So even if you mess up or something, still let it go. Even if you do a video, now this is going to be for any kind of business, y'all, so please understand that. But even if you wind up doing a video and you didn't like it, it's still free real estate. Don't discard it. I've seen many times where the video that I screwed up on or something wound up getting 10,000 plus views. It's just crazy stuff. So just put it out there anyhow, y'all. All right, so number one thing, y'all, and again, my primary business is Exitus Elite. It is Valentine's Day. As a matter of fact, I just came back from going out on a date and on Valentine's Day, and I hope everybody had a great Valentine's. But this is what you need to do, y'all. Number one, bust your ass and build momentum. So I'm going to talk about 5 different subjects right here. It's going to take as long as it takes, okay, because you need to hear this. Okay, bust your ass to build momentum. What does that mean? When I come into a business, y'all, I am going to put the hammer down and not come up for a while. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that ball rolling. I want people to be contacting me. I'm going to have my phone with me all the time, things of that nature. Start putting all together what kind of emails I'm going to be sending out and stuff like that, y'all. So to me, it is the day one of getting out there, getting seen and getting heard and get that momentum going. Now, you want to be positioned all in your business, because if you're not, you can't really lead by example if you're not positioned. And what you're going to do? Let other people do the same thing? That's a big problem also, y'all. A lot of y'all, this is a different training, but it's going to be worth it. I'll go ahead and put this in right now. Picture that you are that little dog and you're chasing all the cattle, and you got a series of fences, right? You got your first fence right here. I hope you can see both my hands. I think you can. Okay, the first fence is right here. And let's see, that's just going to be a lead, right? Is that really all you wanted, was a lead? So if you don't direct people, what's going to happen is they'll only go to here and that's it. You might get them to go through that first fence, but the dog's just going to stop right here and just let the cattle go wherever they want to go. They need to be managed, to be honest, and they want to be managed. Now, nobody wants a boss, but at the same time, they do want somebody to show them what to do. So there is a difference. You understand what I'm saying? And you that apply action know these differences. So what I'm telling you is, don't be so light-minded and to the point that your goal post is right here. It's not. Your goal post is way up here, y'all. What is that? It's not only becoming a lead, joining up, and going active, buying something. It's going to be getting them to go all in their business or go high into their business. And the way that people do that, y'all, like I said, is quit looking at this line. That's a given. Becoming a lead is nothing. Signing up, if it's free to sign up to, tell them something like this, y'all. Look, y'all, at minimum, go ahead and sign up. I'll personally welcome you to the Facebook group. You get a chance to see, what's going on here, the type of money is going to be here. And if you are a freaking beast inside that Facebook group, they're going to see it and they're going to say, hey, that cat there is exactly who I want to be my sponsor. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be leading by example as well. I've never looked at lead as what I wanted. Never. I have always looked at the finish down here. And because of that, y'all, expectations, when you talk, people can sense it. You know what I'm saying? And so I tell people, I don't tell them, unless you want a lot of people just, let's say if you did lead them through the first fence and the second fence, and you're down here at the third, but you didn't tell them to go big in their business. You didn't lead by example. You didn't go big in your business. So why would you tell them to do that, right? I used to be in those shoes, man. I was, a while back where I was at the lowest level because I didn't know better. I hadn't matured yet. If you give people the option to just pick whatever they want, 99% of the time they're going to start off as small as possible. Is that really what you want in your business? Of course not. Lead by example. Go big. Tell people to go big in their business. People are influenced to do things. If you're influencing them to be a lead, and that's your only call to action, then don't expect to get sales, and definitely don't expect to make $1,000, $2,000 commission because you haven't gave them any guidance to do so. You understand what I'm saying? So all this is common sense, man. But at the same time, it's like people, if there was if it was a storefront and they had to go work 60 hours, it all makes sense to them. But because it's online business, somehow it's different. It's not. I've seen people sign up that were smart and get paralysis the moment they signed up and paid for something. And we're going to talk about that a little bit too. I actually call them a dead horse. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a little bit of training about it as well. So some of y'all, man, I know it took a couple of words for me to tell you this. Look at where your goalpost is, because people are going to sense that. And if you don't push that goalpost past that, man, that's a given. Signing up and becoming a member is just a given. And then down here at the very back, y'all, that's exactly where that's going to be at. It's going to be them going big in their business because I influenced them to do so. Okay. Busting your ass and building momentum is going to be putting the hammer down. Don't come back up. And when you do make your first sale, y'all, great. Use that to make even more momentum to keep that ball going. So some of y'all I've seen make like $5,000 and then just let their foot off the gas. And you don't realize that is a perfect time for you to be really out there to start making these, $20,000 months, which is very potential if you just put your foot down and kept going. So to me, I think that's a real big part of it. I've seen so many times, y'all, where I did videos every day, and it's like I don't even care how many leads I get or anything like that. I could not care less. I'm just going to put the work in, get comfortable doing so, get better at doing so, making that a routine. And for 3 weeks, I didn't make no money at all. And that fourth week, y'all, would be $7,000. Something crazy, because it took a little while. It's almost like, to me, it's a little bit like fishing, where you're throwing it out there and you just stop and the fish gets close and it just quits and goes off. I mean, literally, it looks just like it and then it just goes off, right? And the sad part is, if you just kept on going, you would have kept that momentum going. Sometimes people want to see, well, I tell you the truth, every time I think people want to see everything that you're doing and see them applying action while they're thinking about coming in, or maybe they got to get their money right. So for 3 weeks, I didn't see anything, wouldn't hear a lead or anything. And then all of a sudden, bam, somebody contact me, give me a text or phone call. They can actually quote word for word from my videos because they've been watching it. And I had no clue. And that fourth week, I wound up getting paid. You see what I'm saying, y'all? So it's a lot to do with that. Make it a routine. Allow yourself to get good. Get comfortable with it. You're going to get better at it. And just make that a routine. And then see what happens. And when you make that first sale, and listen, don't lie to your people. I would highly suggest, and this is God's honest truth, you can use proof of income. I've actually got a page. It's Shawn Powell's Mega Swipe File, and I've got a lot of proofs of income up there. And a lot of them don't have my name on it because I want you to use that. You're more than welcome to, but never lie to your people, because what's going to happen is they're going to come through. They're going to look at the leaderboard and say, well, Jim said he was making this money, yet it's not showing here. I mean, the last thing you'll do is lose credibility with your people is by lying to them. And I've never been one of those fake it till you make it kind of people. I don't believe in it, to be honest. I think it just goes right back to you are lying to your people, and you're going to lose all credibility, and it's not worth it. It's just not. Now, there's nothing wrong with you taking credibility from somebody else and say, look, y'all, let me show you this. This is one of our team members. And listen, here's nothing. Don't say my name. Don't say it, because I don't want them to go around you and then come look at me. You see what I'm saying? If we can help it, please don't, y'all, because I want you to be out there making your commissions. And so use someone else's credibility. Don't lie and say it's yours. Say, this is one of our team members right here, y'all. He made such and such amount of money. There was a guy named Jeff. We had Exitus Elite. My day one, I went to YouTube and was looking to see who was doing what, right? Because YouTube is going to be my way of getting out to people. And I was trying to get that, those 2 days of taking notes, talking to people and stuff like that. His name was Jeff. And Jeff did one of the best videos I had ever seen using someone else's credibility. And this cat came in. I'm not going to say any names, but he made $19,000 in his first week inside of Exitus Elite, right? And these are $1,000 commissions. Before the $2,000 commission came out, good gracious, imagine the money we would have made if $2,000 came out right from day one. Most of my commissions are $2,000s now, to be honest. So it's an awesome thing. But Jeff drew on a chartboard the $19,000 that that member had made. Did not say his name. Just went down and showed him how everything worked in the business. That you tell he believed in it. Jeff wound up making $27,000 in a month after that video because it was number one at Exitus Elite. Now, of course, there's a lot of new people coming in. They were looking. But, I mean, honestly, he never had any income. And that's true with a lot of times you wind up doing videos, y'all. It's because you haven't made any commissions yet. That doesn't keep you from getting out there and making videos. Secondly, to be honest, y'all, you don't really have to have that, because if that was the case, I'd be showing money all around me and stuff like that. And I've done it in some of the other videos, that's for sure. Nothing wrong with showing people with credibility. But do I need it? Absolutely not. If my laptop died today, I could do the next 100 videos just like this, because you can see I believe in my business. I know what it means. I know, I'm on this side, so I can tell people the good things about it. And that's the difference right there, y'all. It's about people connecting with you more than anything else. But at the same time, if you are making commissions and if you're not telling people, they're not going to know. Sorry, my phone's going crazy there. They're not going to know that you're making your income. So there's nothing wrong with telling that as well. But don't think that, and I hear people say, that's the reason I'm telling you this. People say, well, Shawn, you make all this much money, blah, blah, blah. I can't do that. Well, my day one, I didn't make anything. I'm just like everybody else. The difference is I'm putting my head down. I'm telling you what makes it great. Why did I join? I give them the big picture, and then I try to make myself stand out from other people. What can I give these people that maybe nobody else has got, that put me head and shoulders above everybody else? That's the way you think, y'all. Absolutely. So busting your ass to build momentum, use that momentum to make more momentum. That's how it works. Okay, number two, work to your strengths. As a kid, I was the fastest runner in every school I went to, all the way from elementary, middle school, to high school, to two different high schools I went to. I was the fastest runner. So, well, that's not going to help me here, but it made me very competitive. I raced motocross for about 10 years, and I was really good because I was very competitive. When I came into restaurants at 17 years old, I became the general manager at 17. So I was literally getting out of school at 1 o'clock to go manage my restaurant. So again, it made me very competitive. So again, this is what I'm saying: using your strengths. And then at that point, as far as in the workforce world, that's what happened. So I wound up doing restaurants for 26 years, and loved a lot of it. Y'all, please understand, it was not. But I didn't have a way out, so I was looking something. That's when I started online business. So what was my other strengths? When I get passionate about something, y'all, I love to figure things out. And so I would go to work, hit my head against the wall at work. I'd write on napkins. I'd go to the bathroom real quick, write stuff down, come home and just unload my pockets because I needed to know these answers. I would go lay down and I couldn't sleep. I'd have to get up and go find out. I was like, I wonder what happens if I did this. Or let's try this, because I was trying to do Craigslist. I was trying to do Facebook. I was trying all this new stuff to me that had really lit a fire inside of my stomach, and it was not going away, right? So to me, being able to figure things out is one of my strongest strengths. So, and I had figured out a long time ago that joining something you believe in, applying action, knowing you're not going to quit, you're going to get the answers you're looking for, and kick your own tail. Nobody's got to kick my tail for me. I kick my own tail. I screwed up. And that's fine. I did screw up a lot at the beginning. I had a webinar one time where one of the leaders called me out because I was screwing up with something and it was making them mad. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's fine. It motivated me, to be honest. I went to number one in the world in that business because of it happened. So I'm glad it happened. My strengths are art. I was also voted most artistic in every school I went to. And so art is like, I could breathe art, right? So for me, that worked to my strengths in online business. So when I made videos and stuff like that, all the framing and all the stuff like that was just something for me that fit me using my strengths. So and when I made ads and stuff like that, I had a picture of me and my little boy, and I have some proofs of income or something like that, and stuff like that. I really enjoyed making the ads as well. So what I'm trying to tell you is use to your strengths. And so if you're planning on doing paid advertising, I would highly suggest putting your own videos in there, letting these people connect with you. I think connecting with you is always going to be the answer. I don't care how you get out to people. To me, that's going to be it. But use your strengths, whatever they are. If you're really good at doing emails, man, if it just rolls off your tongue, then great. That's going to be one of your strengths right there. Even show your downline. That's your strength as well, right? I would highly suggest that emails is not my strength. Showing people that I was sincere and that I believed in something and I went all in and I was putting the work in made it really took off in the Facebook world. And I had became a workhorse where I lived in the trenches, and that made a big difference. So every day when I was posting these groups, I would try different things, but I remembered the post that worked, exactly how I worded it. I give you an example: listen alert. I know that sounds crazy, right? So I have listen in big letters, alert, and I had 2 exclamation marks behind both of them. So listen, exclamation, exclamation mark, alert, and then have exclamation marks, and then write whatever. I had studied and learned that alert is one of the trigger words that gets everybody's attention. So why not use it? And it worked. It worked very well, as a matter of fact. So by applying a lot of action in Facebook, I realized that every time you made a comment or somebody made a comment, it brought to the top of the post again. So I would literally wait until it was busy in the evening time, like after 5 o'clock, where a bunch of people were up there, before I even answered something back, so that it would bring it back to the post to the top. And then tomorrow, I could literally do the exact same thing off the same post. So I didn't have to post anymore. I'm just managing that same post. So again, y'all, you learn so much by applying action and just staying in the trenches itself. I would get 60 to 100 plus leads a day. I remember I had 119 leads one day. The next day, me and my son went out. We went to Chuck E. Cheese. I was free from a job, all that stuff. And we were enjoying our time. And I got over 60 some leads from residual work from the day before, right? And again, it's just all I would do is I'd go back and put an answer here or something and always give great answers, man, because people are always watching. May not be that person there, but somebody else is, and it made a difference. Now, discipline. You can have people around you that are better than you, but they're lazy. And there's a lot of people in the online business world that are lazy, just to let you know. So you can actually, how would I put this? Busting your ass can actually beat talent. That's the God's honest truth, because I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning. But with excitement and enthusiasm, me applying a lot of action, I was teaching myself how to do things. And even though I had marketers that were better than me, I knew they were, I was still outworking them and making more money than them. And I was learning in the process. You see what I'm saying? So definitely have discipline, y'all, because your discipline can outdo so many different things. Outwork the others, y'all. Absolutely. If I'm coming into a business and I'm excited about it and I just spent $3,500 or whatever it might have been, I am going to take it very seriously. I would much rather join a business that was expensive because of the fact that I feel committed to it, as opposed to a $10 business, excuse me, that I could not care less. If somebody's scamming me, it'd be, oh, well, I've just learned something, I guess, but that's going to be it. But when you come into something like $3,000, something like that, you really going to put the work in. So a lot of times, in my opinion, going all in has a lot to do with that, to motivate me to get to work. So, so I would actually outwork the others. Get comfortable living in the trenches, y'all. There was another guy. His name was Phil. His name was Phil Snipes. And matter of fact, and me and him were doing Facebook at the same time. And I know he was getting results about like I was. We weren't doing the same business, but I would comment on his post and he would comment on my post because we were helping each other. And it was just out of respect, man, from seeing me and him every day. That was like clockwork, man. and it was awesome, to be honest, y'all. Every once in a while, I still see Phil Snipes. He'll do a video or something like, and I know he's still in the online business world. So that's pretty cool. But I just don't focus at Facebook anymore. I think, he probably doesn't either, but I do know he does post on Facebook about like this video here from me every once in a while. Okay. Let's see here. Simple rule, y'all. This is number 3. Simple rule is if I'm not getting seen and heard, I will not grow. Okay, it is that simple. And some of y'all, you don't understand that. You would stay in a Facebook group that you've already joined. Every person in there is joined. You got to be joined to even be part of that business or to be part of that Facebook group. And you're going to have a social club every day. And you're not building your business. See, to me, it's 90% living in the trenches or whatever that is, your way of getting out to people. Pick one way to get out to people and master it, knowing you're not going to quit. Go put that in, be the workhorse there. And then at the end of the day, go spend that 10%, if even that's even necessary, and all the new people that you brought into the business or whatever in the Facebook group. That's great because you do want to have that presence there. You want these people to join in to see, I ate too much earlier. I'm sorry. It was Wafu, a really nice hibachi place where they throw the knives and everything up in it. It was really cool. Anyhow, so, but yeah, I mean, that's what I would highly suggest as far as, let's see, if I'm not getting seen and heard, I will not grow. Okay. To me, a little bit of that is also discipline. It falls right back into it that I'm going to make it a routine to get seen and heard. If I did videos every day in the YouTube world, what I had learned is sometimes you'll irritate your followers. You'll have this many subscribers, and then tomorrow you'll start to see some drop off because it is kind of like spam in the sense that they are going to get a notification every day that you got a new video that just came up. Now, maybe you think that's good, but what I have learned is if you space it out a little more and give that video time to grow, then you can cut back your workload a little bit. Then maybe take that same video that you made Tuesday and put it into the Facebook world on Wednesday. And then come Thursday, make that new video that went back to the YouTube world. You're not going to lose subscribers, right? So again, it goes back to, applying action, learning what works best. I don't want to lose subscribers because I'm putting out videos every day and they're getting notifications for doing so. So to the point that it's shooting yourself in the foot. So again, learn things that you learn by applying action. If you're doing that and not having a problem, keep going. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But at the same time, sometimes cutting back a little bit and just putting them in different displays in different, fields of like Facebook or TikTok or whatever you want to do, that'd be great as well. Okay. All right. I talked about a dead horse earlier, right? Now, this is number 4. Don't drag a dead horse. I have seen people come through Exitus Elite, spend $1,000, $2,000 to join me. I reach out to them after they paid me. I'm literally straight up legit paid me. I reach out to them and see if there's anything I can do to help them. And they don't want any help. They don't want me to, half time I'm not even certain they're even set up right. It's not my doings because I'm reaching out to these people. And then there's so many people, y'all, that'll join a business, spend $2,000, seriously. And then a month from now, try to go find something else. And they just keep going from one business to the next to the next. Personally, it would make me sick to do that. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. So for me personally, find a business you believe in, apply action, get comfortable doing so. Pick that one way to get out to people, get fully positioned so you can influence people to go big in their business. You're going to lead by example and then go put the work in, right? And tell people what makes it great. Isn't that so much easier? And it's so easy and natural to do that, y'all. And that's all I ever did. I didn't never do anything that's different. There's no real hidden secrets in things. Only other thing I can really tell you, y'all, is to make yourself stand out from others by giving, I put the first member in 4 people. I did that for all my one-up systems that I could do that for. So that's what I did. It's one of my gifts I gave to my downline. One of the best things I could give, and I still do that in Exitus Elite. Make my own training, just about like this video right here. I'd have in a different format, with something else or whatever. But yeah, I mean, make myself stand out from other people is one of the best things you can do. Now, as far as me reaching out to that person that spent $2,000, I cannot drag a dead horse across the finish line. You just cannot. So yes, I'm there for them. And sometimes 6 months later, they'll hop up and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm ready to do this thing. It was bad timing. My wife was sick, and stuff." And that's great, man. I'm gonna be there for them either way. I promise you that. But I've learned I cannot drag a dead horse across the finish line, even when they spend $2,000. All I can do is be accessible to them, and that's about all you can do, y'all. Absolutely. Now, here's the last one right here, y'all. Learn something from everyone. So, I've had leaders that try to steal. I had one leader that I think I put over 600 people myself into this Facebook group. This is near the beginning when I first started online business. I was smoking, man. In a very short period of time. This dude posted saying if you would like something about my brand new business in the Facebook group, and said, just say yes. And then he sent them. So literally, he was stealing my leads and other people's leads to try to get them in another business in front of us. I mean, there's nothing more rotten than that. Absolutely. So there are leaders that I wouldn't follow or touch with a 10-foot pole. But even they can teach you something good, to be honest, y'all. This cat was on the other side of the world. He would pick the phone up and call you. He didn't care what time it was and would spend all the time in the world answering questions for you, right? What did it teach me, y'all? It taught me incredible, absolutely incredible ethics when it comes to answering the phone and getting members in using the phone. Your phone can make you $10,000 a month. God's honest truth, y'all. I'm going to lay it right here. It's that important. Your phone can make you $10,000 a month just because if I'm doing a video and I sound like I believe in it, don't you know I sound the same way when I answer the phone? Of course I do, y'all. So you can take stuff from people that are not even that powerful or maybe have problems or not even a good leader, don't join in businesses, messing people over, whatever. But I learned some good stuff about it. My very first business, the guy I joined had already moved on to somewhere else. And I was hot about that, man, because I joined this business. I was brand new. I didn't know what I was doing. I was lost. I took over 35 pages worth of notes because I was a perfectionist. I told you earlier, I was going to have to be a perfect before I'd even open my mouth and started getting out to people. And because I was scared that I would hurt somebody, I taunted him saying, "Hey, man, I need you to call me and connect with me and let me know. Let me answer my questions so I can see this is legit before I hit the ground running." He didn't contact me. I had to go in the Facebook group and call him out to finally do it, right? Now, even though he had moved on to another business and he was a good person, I promise you that. He got free from a job in 2 years and influenced me to really say that this is going to be an answer for me in my life with my 26 years of no way out. You see what I'm saying? So I was glad he did such a good job with his professional looking web pages and stuff like that. So I learned something from him. But what I learned from him more than anything, y'all, I'd ask for a link. This dude would have it like this. I mean, it was like, good Lord. I mean, was he waiting to hand it to me? So on my phone, I would have all my links organized in WordPad. I use what's called color notes. Color notes. You can get it for free. And then put it up there, or any kind of notepad, you know what I'm talking about, and have all my links right there together that's organized for anything. So if somebody asks me for something, I always remember how good he did. Now, I really didn't have a sponsor because he had moved on to somewhere else, right? And I was a little hot about it at the beginning, but it's fine. He'd already gone somewhere else. He got the money from me, and it was like $33 business in the first place. But what did I learn was how to stay organized from this cat here that had moved on anyhow. You can do that with so many people. Take somebody that's really good at email marketing, put them in your back pocket. I talked about this the other day in one of my other videos. Or watch how somebody does videos. Sometimes this person will say something, and it's like, wow, that sounds really good. I'm going to jot that down. Now, you would take all those little jots and everything you get from other people that you really respected and what they've done and stuff like that, and then learn to make your own version of that using that. And that's going to be yours from moving on forward. So understand, y'all, that I've got a lot of different training I do, obviously, y'all. So I'm going to be doing more videos like this about probably about 5 things. I'm going to pick 4 or 5 things and just give you some explanation as to what it had meant to me and how it got me free from a job in 6 months time or after. So just going to be doing a lot more videos like this. If you are interested in Exitus Elite, y'all, please reach out to me. This business is 11 years old. We're still having weekly webinars. The owner does a great job. Best owner I've ever seen in any business. We get paid immediately. We get to pick out when we get paid. We always make 100% commissions. I have no monthly, no yearly fees. I have no fees at all. Once you come in here, it's a one-up system. You're good to go. I got so many different things, training pages, all sorts of stuff's going to get you set up. And then if you come into G1000, G2000, again, some influencing you. I told you that. Because that's how you want to get people go big in your business, then I'm gonna put the first member in for you and get you qualified immediately. So every person, every commission that you put in is going to be yours. So again, that's something I've been doing for my team since 2016, as a matter of fact. But the training I will give you, y'all, is going to be universal. I may use Exitus Elite as example, or may even talk about some of the businesses that are older that I came from, that I learned from. And, so I might be saying some names, but some of them may even still be around because that was like 2015, 2014 when I did some of them. So with that being said, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And I definitely look forward to seeing you part of the team. Appreciate it.